Just breathe. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 20 of our All About You, not our All About You, that was last year's challenge, our BU 365-day challenge to do one thing every day that improves us. Today and all through the month of January, we are talking about the physical aspects of our life, of our physical health, our physical well-being, our environment, things like that. And today I found a card that's about breathing because we're going to talk about breathing today. I'm going to share 8 or so of the best breathing techniques, breathing strategies for us to use throughout our life for different things in our life. I'll share what they're good for, like some reduce stress, some help us to relax and calm down, some just help us to get more blood flow. For example, when we're exercising and things to the different parts of our body, or if we need more energy for more activity. So we'll cover those. But first, let's read this little cool card. And I don't remember what deck it's from, but it says, as I breathe deeply, I feel myself thrive. As I breathe deeply, I feel myself thrive. And on the back, thriving is as natural as breathing itself. By relaxing often and breathing deeply, your natural thriving is enhanced. So that's our card share today. Now, what are these 8 strategies and 8 different breathing techniques? Chances are you've heard of, if not done, some or maybe even all of them. I don't know that I think I've probably used almost all of these, maybe not the alternate nostril breathing. I don't really do that very often. But let's start with the top of the list. And actually, what I would call diaphragmatic breathing or deep breathing or belly breathing is probably what is considered the overall best breathing exercise of all. So let's start with that. Today we are going to hear about these different breathing techniques. Your action item is going to be to try one out and then share in the comments below, how did it make you feel? Did it make you feel more relaxed? Did it make you feel more energized? How did it, you can share what exercise you did or that you just did deep breathing and then how it made you feel. So let's get that action item out of the way right off the bat. So what is belly breathing? What is diaphragmatic breathing? Diaphragmatic breathing is when we breathe deeply all the way down and expand our whole diaphragm and get in as much air as we can. So how do we do that? Well, you lay down or you can sit down and you put your hands on your belly, on your tummy, and then you breathe in through your nose as deeply as you can. Then you simply breathe out twice as long as you breathed in, letting all of the air out of you. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, making your whole diaphragm and belly raise. The reason you put your hand on your tummy is so you can feel your tummy raise as you're inhaling and then holding it, exhaling through your mouth. So that's the easiest, most common type of breathing. Actually, most common type of breathing is probably what we do. In through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. Just what we do without even thinking about it. These are ways to bring our conscious into thinking about our breathing, which is a form of meditation, right? Focusing on our breathing, to me, is a form of meditation. So second is pursed lip breathing. Pursed lip breathing helps us with asthma, helps us with COPD, or people with COPD, helps with COVID, believe it or not, helps with pulmonary rehabilitation. I learned and did this pursed lip breathing when I was in cardiac rehab. So we breathe in through our nose, out through our pursed lips. So purse your lips, so, and make a loud whooshing sound. And again, breathe out about twice as long as you breathe in. Next is mindful breathing. Mindful breathing helps us with anxiety, stress, sleep. It helps us with high blood pressure, which is another one that I actually used this during my 90-day challenge to reduce my blood pressure so I didn't have to go on blood pressure medicine. One of the things that I did was breathing, and this was mindful breathing, meaning we're trying to use breathing and focusing on our breathing to be present in the present moment and to clear all the clutter and nonsense and stuff out of our brain that's, that monkey mind that's chattering all the time at us. We're trying to focus on our breathing, because by focusing on our breathing and paying conscious attention to that, it shuts off some of the other noise that's going on in our head. So mindful breathing, we want to find a quiet place, get in a comfortable position. Then we want to focus on our breath. We feel and listen to our body as we're breathing. So we inhale and exhale, and we let thoughts just pass right through us. So if we're focusing on our breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And you can use any one of these other breathing techniques or just not think about it at all. Just breathe and see how you normally naturally are breathing. If you're breathing really fast and shallow, by concentrating on your breath, you'll automatically start slowing down and breathing more deeply. Next is deep breathing. Deep breathing is our fourth way of breathing, and this is for anxiety and stress. And what we do is we sit in a comfy place and get relaxed, and we make sure that there isn't any stimulus or things that are around us that can interrupt us. We inhale slowly and fill our lungs. Then we exhale slowly and empty our lungs completely. It helps us to just, again, be more mindful. Deep breathing is one of the best things we can do for our bodies because it gets all the oxygen we need in our body to go to all of our cells and through our bloodstream, of course. And then by exhaling long and slow, it gets all of the toxins and things out of our body that we want to get out with breathing. Box breathing is the next type of breathing, and that is when we sit up straight, we breathe in through our nose for a count of 4, we hold it for a count of 4, we breathe out slowly for a count of 4 through our mouth, and then we empty our lungs completely, and then we just pause for a count of 4, and then we repeat. We box breathing. So it's like we're making a box. All 4 sides are the same size, right? Same length, same count. I've actually done this as all different counts: 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, whatever works and is most comfortable for you. You can create your box as big or as small as you want based on the number of seconds or counts you're going to use to hold your breath. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, out 1, 2, 3, 4, pause 1, 2, 3, 4. Etc. Then there's alternate nostril breathing, and I'm going to mess this one up because I got to admit I've never done this one. But you're basically supposed to close your right nostril with your thumb, breathe in through the left, and then out through the right. So, and then alternate. In through the right, out through the left. So we basically alternate breathing in and out different nostrils, and we plug one nostril after we breathe in through it so that we breathe out automatically through the next one. So, okay, how do I do this? Close it, in through the left, out through the right. In through the right, oh, out through the left. Obviously that one I need to practice. I might have to practice and make that be my one today. But the purpose of that is to reduce anxiety. If you are concentrating on that complicated way of breathing and which nostril is in or out, and alternating it, you have no time to feel stressed because you're too busy trying to figure out how to nostril breathe properly. So I think I figured out how that one works. Lion's breath. This is one for breathing and face stretches. This is actually a really good one for when you have a cold or congestion or COVID and you need to breathe and move your face and move neck more. I actually learned this in yoga. I think it was like a yoga type pose or something. And then it's been in other things as well. And as soon as somebody gets sick, my family, my sisters will group message and they're like, do the lion's breath or do the lion they call it. And so my mom got COVID. She's got the new variant of COVID right now. And so first day down and out really, really bad. Then she got some ivermectin. I think that's what it is, ivermectin, the second day, and she was feeling better. And so now she's doing other breathing things and things. And one of the things she's doing is the lion's breath. And how you do that is you breathe in deeply through your nose, and then you breathe out forcefully with your mouth wide open. So I'm gonna do this. It's not gonna be pretty. Ah! I like to yell and then stretch my head and neck forward and open my mouth as far as I can. When you're breathing out, because it gets your face and everything all involved. Now, this is another one I say reduces anxiety and stress because it's so hilarious. If someone were to see you doing it, they would think that you're off your rocker. But we want to also put our eyes in an upward position. I always forget this part, the eyes, because that helps us to stretch our entire face. So stretch our face, our neck, look up, scream, and you can scream it out if you want as you're exhaling. whatever works for you. Go ahead, practice this one at home in front of the mirror and see if you don't end up cracking up. Next is the 4-7-8 breathing. And again, I've done a lot of different variations of this one. This is when you breathe in through your nose for a count of 4, hold it for a count of 7, and then exhale through pursed lips for a count of 8. I'm not going to do that one. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It's also our last one besides belly breathing, which I combined with diaphragmatic breathing. So that's it. Breathing is, we all do it, right? We do it automatically. Most of the time we don't think about it. The purpose of today is to actually think about breathing. Are you catching yourself breathing in your chest all the time? If you are, that means you're not giving your whole body time to oxygenate all of your cells and put the good oxygen in and then pull the bad toxins and things out. So practice breathing. Share in the comments below how you felt about some of these exercises, and I will be with you tomorrow with another fun challenge to be you and continually improve yourself over the course of this year. Have an awesome day. Any questions, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye. Go breathe.